So let's talk about something really profound. What if the real power to change your life isn't about packing your bags and moving somewhere else? What if it's about who you are, right here, right now? Let's dive into that.
You know, this quote right here, it just nails it. What it's really saying is that all those lines on a typical astrocartography map, the ones that are supposed to point you to your best places, they're really just an echo of a map that you already carry inside of you.
So, let's just sit with this for a second. We spend so much time thinking about moving to find that perfect job, or love, or just a fresh start. But what if the where isn't nearly as important as the how? What if you could tap into any energy you needed without going anywhere?
And that leads us right into this first big idea. The true game changer isn't about changing your physical location. It's about realigning your own consciousness. It's about you becoming the master cartographer of your own inner world.
So you've got these two paths, right? On one hand, yeah, you can physically relocate. You can move across the world to try and kickstart some change. But then there's the other path, the path of true mastery, internal realignment. This is the idea that you can become an anchor point. You can call on Jupiter's confidence for that big interview or Venus's charm for a date without ever having to pack a single bag.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, how is this even possible? It might sound kind of out there, purely philosophical, but there's actually a system behind it. Let's get into the mechanics of how this works using something called local space astrology.
Basically, what local space astrology does is it creates this personal 360-degree compass that is centered on you all the time. It takes those 4 key angles in your birth chart, the AC, IC, DC, and MC, which are your horizon and meridian lines, and it projects them out from where you are. So no matter where you go, your Mars line might always be to your northeast, and your Moon line to your southwest. It creates a personalized energy field that literally moves with you.
And here's what you really need to get about this inner map. There are 2 huge truths here. First, it's always on. It's active. Every single one of those planetary lines exists in a specific direction from you right this second. And second, and this is absolutely crucial, your focused intention is the key that unlocks it all. You don't just feel this stuff passively. You have to consciously turn the key and activate it.
Okay, so that's the theory, but how do we actually use this stuff? Let's get practical. We're going to walk through 3 specific practices that will help you master this inner map.
This first one is all about targeted goals. Let's say you have a huge business meeting coming up. You need that expansive, confident Jupiter energy. So what do? You find the exact compass direction of your Jupiter line. You turn and physically face that way. Then you just state your intention out loud, something like, Jupiter, I call on your wisdom and expansion. And then you visualize it. Just imagine that energy, that light flowing from the horizon and filling you up. You are literally borrowing the power of a location without ever leaving the room.
Now this second practice, this is where it gets really interesting. The idea here is that these planetary lines aren't just out there somewhere. They are actually imprinted inside your own physical body. And that means you can use these directions to create real, tangible shifts in your physical state.
And check out these examples. They're super practical. Take Mars. Mars is all about drive, energy, motivation. So if you're feeling kind of sluggish, the practice is to find your Mars direction and do your workout facing that way. Seriously. Or how about Venus? Venus is all about beauty, harmony, self-care. Try facing your Venus direction during your skincare routine or while you're taking a relaxing bath. You're literally aligning your physical actions with your own personal cosmic blueprint.
All right, this third practice, this one is maybe the most important and honestly the most powerful of all. It's about what we do with the hard stuff. The difficult energies, the challenging lines from planets like Saturn or Pluto, the ones we're often told to just stay away from. This practice is about turning to face them head-on. And the whole principle, the entire teaching, boils down to these 3 simple, profound words. Do not run. Instead of avoiding what's difficult, you turn towards it.
So what does that actually look like? Well, if you're feeling totally crushed by responsibility, that's classic Saturn, the practice is to find your Saturn line, face it, and ask for the discipline to see it through. If you're working through deep trauma, that's Pluto's territory, you face that direction, you breathe into it, and you acknowledge that the only way to transform is to go through the darkness. You're turning these challenges into your greatest sources of strength.
So we've talked about invoking energy, integrating it into your body, and even confronting the tough stuff. What does all this lead to? Well, it all builds to this one final, incredibly empowering revelation. And this is it. It's almost like the universe's great cosmic joke, right? This whole time,
This endless search for the right place to be, it was a distraction from the real work. The real work was always about becoming the right person, right where you are.
See, you're not just some pin on a map getting pushed around by these energies. You are the center of your own map. You are the nexus point, the exact spot where the heavens and the earth meet. Your consciousness is the magic ingredient that makes it all work.
And that brings us to the most incredible part of all. The map isn't some fixed, static thing. It is alive, it's breathing, and it unfolds with every single conscious choice you make. By choosing which energy to face, which intention to set, you are actively drawing your own map, moment by moment.
So in the end, the power was never out there in some city across the world. It was right here in your own awareness the whole time. You are the inner cartographer, the wisdom is yours. So the only real question left is, how are you going to draw your map?